everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today is quite an eventful one because I have a new home stable and we're gonna go on a trail ride with none other than Cloudy. My new home stable is Vale-dale Equestrian Center. I chose this home stable because it was close to the riding center and there are lots of horses that I can buy nearby. So let's go on a little tour of the center. This is the area where you can put your horse in a stall if you need it to go do something on your own. This is the vineyard and also where I park my car. This is where you can buy the horses. This is where I park my trailer and my van. Let's take Cloudy on the trail ride. Also, I forgot to include this in the intro, but we are going to be camping there. We're finally here. I've decided to go to Vale-dale Lake for our camping trip. Okay, so now that we're here, the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to kind of set up camp a little bit and get ourselves set. I decided to explore the area a little bit. The first thing we noticed was there are lots of picnic benches around, which is good. The second thing we realized was there is not only a little beach for us to ride around on for our trail ride tomorrow, there is also a little place that you can have a campfire. Now that we explored the area a little bit more, what we're gonna do next is I am going to just let Cloudy chill on the beach while I have a campfire. I had to untack him first, so let's take off his leg wraps. Take off his leg wraps, so let's just remove those. Okay. Then I took off his saddle, then his saddle pad. And then instead of letting him go completely free, I decided to put on his halter, his rope one, because it's just easier to control. After that, Cloudy followed me over to where we will have our campfire. By this point, it was getting kind of dark, so it was time for the campfire. We had an amazing time just relaxing by the lake, me and Cloudy, sitting by the campfire. After about an hour, I decided to get up and I already burned out the fire. So now I'm going to just put on Cloudy's bridle and wade through the water a little bit with him. Then I took off his halter and put on his bridle. Once I was on, I just walked over to the water. Right now, it was just time to relax and be myself with Cloudy. The water felt so nice and it was just so refreshing for the day. Cloudy really enjoyed the experience as well. The lily pads and the flowers in the water were just so gorgeous. And with the mountain scenery around us too, it was just like a magical night. Unfortunately, after about 15 minutes of this, we both just kind of got hit from all of the things that we did today, and it was so exhausting that we decided to head back to the camp. Cloudy did get a little excited here and trotted, but I just let him trot out for a minute and then made him slow down to a walk again. Because we could not locate a tent, we did decide for him to sleep in the trailer, and I was going to sleep in the little living space in the front of our trailer. After I got off, I had to put on his halter and take off his bridle, and then I'll put him in the trailer. Once Cloudy was all loaded up, it was time for me to go to bed. This was an amazing first day of camping, and I'm excited for the next. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. I just woke up and got dressed, and it's time to get the Cloudy over because I was so excited, and he nickered when he saw me. I got Cloudy out of the trailer and I just gave him breakfast, and I already had breakfast myself, so it was time for a long-awaited trailer. I just finished tacking Cloudy up because he was a little skittery for this because it is a new area. So I just finished tacking him up, so let's hop on and go on the trip. Okay, so So we're just gonna go out along the beach for a little bit, and then we might cross the bridge. On this trail ride, I plan to just go over a few jumps once we see them, but mostly do walk, trot, and camp. If he wants to gallop though, I will let. This trail ride is just so amazing, and I love the camping spot I chose. Cloudy was such a good boy in the trailer overnight, and I made sure to check on him before I went to bed. You don't want an unhappy pony. So we picked up the trot, and then we just went into the water a little bit because he was sweaty after going in that hot trailer. Whenever I have my horses sleep in the trailer though, I always make sure to open the windows. He decided to canter a little bit here, which is totally fine. I want him to get his energy. This is just a gorgeous scenery, so we have to do a photo shoot. Feeling a bit energetic here, so I let him run. We're just going onto the bridge. I did find this little puddly, sandy area, so I let him go into a fine pace and a little bit of a gallop over here. And he went in the water, and that's perfectly fine. This was really fun. We found this little jump that we decided to go over. He did nick it, but that's fine. We shouldn't expect him to go perfectly over every jump. And then we eventually looped back to the campground, so we just decided to go on this other path and just have some fun. Another photo shoot! So after the photo shoot, we decided to head back. And just before we did that though, we just looped this way. He did nick it and refuse, so we decided to loop back and go over it again. That did not work, so we have to go over it again. Even though this is just a fun day, we still gotta make him do it. He eventually went over the shorter side, which I'm gonna choose to be fine with. And then we just went over some other jumps as they came. Then we had to cross this bridge. Honestly, you should really take opportunities that come up with your horse. It really is a true bonding experience. And besides, if you have gorgeous areas like this around you, you gotta take advantage. His canter is so fun to ride here because it's just so quick. His flying pace is so fun. After a little while longer, we eventually made it back to camp. Even though it was sad to stop going on this amazing trail ride, I didn't want to wear him out too much. It's time to dismount. I got him all loaded up for night. I can't wait to see what the next day will bring. In the middle of the night, I heard a loud bang, and I ran over the trailer to check out what was going on. And when I looked in the trailer, Cloudy was gone. I panicked, so I ran around trying to find him. I was calling his name a ton, but he wasn't responding, and I couldn't find him anywhere. I checked over by the bridge, by the campfire, by the trailer. I talked to the sales clerk to see if he found anybody, but surprisingly he was still and okay. Yes, I slept in my riding clothes, don't judge me. I was still panicking, and I was still looking for him until I looked around the corner and saw him. I was so thankful. I ran over to him and gave him all the pets. He was such a good boy for not running further. After many, many more pets, I decided to put him in his trailer, and then in the morning I will take him back to the Silver Glade Equestrian Center because I didn't want a chance of it happening again tomorrow. Hi everyone, it is the next morning. I put Cloudy in his trailer and we're about to head back to the Silver Glade Equestrian Center. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was a little bit chaotic. I'm gonna end the video here so I can just relax. Thank you for joining this video, and please hit the like button because it really does mean the world to me, and maybe subscribe.